Alright, we are back after just a little bit of a break. Let's jump straight on in at Torment 7. We are upping the difficulty with this. Alright, let's just make sure that's all working fine. Right, so beforehand I was running Bounties at Torment 5, and we were pretty survivable at that level. So I've upped the difficulty to Torment 7. We should also be pretty survivable here. It's going to be a little bit tentative as we go, but we're going to be able to get rid of more of our various bits and bobs as we go through. Hopefully get rid of 8 in one go, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that'll clear out like almost an entire top row. So without further ado, let's just check, make sure we're not going to be facing Malthael in... No, that's fine. We're not facing Malthael in number 5. So let's start with Act 1. And we're going to go for the Family of Wraith. Welcome back, Blacksword. Good to have you in as per normal. Well, do you want more? That is the question. Obviously, we are going to be a little bit careful because this is our first time on Torment 7 this season, and it would suck to die at this point, I think is the right way of putting it. But we should be pretty tanky. We are still attacking slower than a slow man's slow bits, though. So obviously we need to pay attention to that. In fact, seeing as we have a different pet and pennant, let's put those on now while I remember. So penance, that's that one. And pets, we got Lady Morthanlu. So we'll have that equipped. Let's go around this way. And not stand in the middle of that, because I don't know if we can tank even one of those. With St. Archie's Gauge, we might be able to get away with it, but realistically, not worth taking the chance. Not worth the risk, I say. So as per normal, we're trying to make reasonable progress through with the bounties. Yeah, that is the absolute worst, isn't it? When you'd love to change position, but a furry companion has you pinned. There's not really a great deal you can do about that other than just wait and hope either someone brings you food or they move before you starve. Right, I think we're going this way. Yes, it looks like it extends this way. So, upping the difficulty to Torment 7 is going to increase our leveling speed. Yay. It's going to increase our drops. Yay. And it's going to increase the number of bounty materials that we get. So, all in all, it's a good thing. It just also increases the chance of dying. I think we're probably okay with it at this stage, but we'll keep an eye out just in case. Here is the way to level 2. On we go. Get that pool of reflection. And kabang! My family! Well, yeah, you do your talking. I'm going to go around and loot the room first. Just because there could be something that I want in these. I don't know. Doesn't really look like it, though. What kind of a tomb is this? Were you paupers? I guess there must have been, right. 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm ensuring that I'm doing at least a little bit with our primary attack, just so that the focus and restraint gets its full benefit. But that was pretty straightforward. Yay! Paragon 192. Point goes in, and on we go. Let's go kill the butcher. Haha! Congratulations on your freedom. Your newfound freedom from your furry companion. As long as they don't come back and sleep on the other leg, you should be fine. Alright. I'm not actually that scared by the butcher. I mean, conceptually, he could like do a massive one swipe at us that I'm not expecting, but really we've got the mobility that we should just be able to outmaneuver him. And with Fleeting Shrine as well, I mean, that's just even better. Even better, I say. Man, that bow when multi-shot attacks twice as fast. It really, really was just like a bullet storm. A bullet storm in a game that doesn't have real proper bullets. We've got rockets, we've got grenades, just no bullets. Well, unless you count the side guns. I mean, the side guns, I suppose, could technically count as bullets. But, right, clear them down. In we go. I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. Oh my god. I don't know why I was at all worried. Noob Transmog, the flail that we're not going to use because we don't actually use flails at all. And, yeah, we can head on to Drury Brown. Let's put this Paracon point in. We are going to start shooting ahead. Alright. In we go. So, 50 enemies to kill. Turrets, of course, will do a hell of a lot. Companions will do the rest of it. Let's not stand around for explosions, just in case. More Death's Breaths. Yes, please. There we go. That's the main event done. We just got a couple more to finish. And we are on to the next. Shooting through these bounties. Shooting through them at a rate of knots. Galash Vadant. As I mentioned earlier today, this is one of my more favoured ones. Good number of mobs to kill. Good amount of experience to be got. I just kind of like the feel of it, I think. I love the woods. The woods are an awesome place to play. Not just like in Diablo, but in real life. The woods are awesome. I grew up in a place in the countryside, and there was some good woods, good walking nearby. And I think it's something that I do miss a little bit about the area where I grew up. Right, well, we may as well stand out here and do this event. Any moment now. There they go. Kabang, 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 kabang. Really, the thing that's slowing us down is their incredibly slow spawn rate. But that got us a lot closer towards our actual bounty. Galash Vadant is just up here. Kill him before we even round the corner. Oh, we're full of stuff. Alright. Full of stuff. Let's head back to town quickly. We'll put that Paracon point in over there. Our ferrets will pick up the gold. Okay. So, salvaging up. And we will drop off these gems. Right, onwards to... Oh, the last one, Theoden Death Singer. We nearly made it through a full act before having to head back. Not that it's really that much of a challenge. Hello, you. Yeah, definitely powerful. I mean, we could put the difficulty up even further, but I think we'll do an act at this level. And sorry, not an act. We'll do a full bounty run at this level, and then we'll see how we feel on survivability. I don't want to step ahead of myself, if you get what I mean. Yeah, let me just put a multi-shotter right next to you, and we'll see how you do with it right there. So Theoden Death Singer is always up this way. Oh, there's another goblin around. Alright. Alright, it's actually up this way. Well, it's dead already. That's good. Our companions just made mincemeat out of it. Mmm, mincemeat goblins. Fleeting Shrine. Well, that's them done. Just got Death Singer himself. Let's put a couple of these down. And he's gone. Alright. Well, let's head back. We'll handle this stuff in. Oi! Shooting me bad. Very bad. I'm squishy. Like pumpkin. Tyrael, give me something awesome, please. Shoulders. Well, we don't have the shoulders yet. So it could be far worse. Pretty certain we don't have the shoulders. No, we don't. But I would have rathered have the Ring of Raw Grandeur. Let's put it in anyway. They're pretty good if you really want to push further and further. You know, punch above your weight a little bit. But for me, no. Not for this character. Okay, let's move on to Act 2 and we'll see if we can burn through them nice and quickly. Yeah, I'd like more enemies to kill. I mean, we've got a hell of a lot to get through. And I know we've got decent range with this, so we can shoot stuff off screen, but it's not the same. It's not the same as having nice big packs all in together. Man, I can't wait until I get Hell Trapper and actually a decent rate of fire. I'm almost tempted to switch off the Burizo de Canyon just for that reason. You know, the ability to switch between hatred generators and hatred spenders quickly. I will end up losing toughness if I do that, though, with the weapon that I found. When I get Hell Trapper, I know I'm going to end up losing damage because we've got an ancient Hell Trapper at the moment, which is really quite powerful. But, yeah. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Fill the screen with bullets. That's what you're going to do. I was tempted to switch over to the Enchantress, actually. Seeing as we've got the thing that makes her invulnerable. Or maybe steal the decent shield from our other Templar. But I'm gonna keep things as they are for the moment and see how it goes. We've got 21 things left to kill. Let's get them murdered. Grab these bits. Only a couple more to finish off. There we go. Alright, stand out of the poison because that's all quite dangerous. And we'll go do Blood and Iron. Captured Iron Wolves. Well, I'm sure we can do something to help them. Like, obliterate the entire screen. Then step in and let them out. Hey buddy, how's it going? Oh, you've just been standing around, alright. Well, that's one way to kind of get through the day, I guess. Not something I'd recommend, but, you know, each to their own. I do love these polar stations. They're quite good crowd control as well. Oh, Crusaders Part 7. Let's get that. Now, we know that there's one more round here. Paragon 198. Yeah, we are storming up the Paragon levels at the moment. Let's put that in. Okay, now the last one was right over the far side. I almost think it might be faster to use the waypoint to get back across to it, but we're going to run. Dunk, 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 dunk. Yeah, you get so much experience from killing random mobs that you can't even see. While we're here, we'll probably do that cursed chest, actually. Again, it's extra experience, so totally worth it. Wow, that was anticlimactic. Let's say that. Let's head on to the Cursed Pit. That looks like a good bounty to be doing. So for those joining in the live stream, this is a live stream only session today. I'm glad you could join me. I'm just mostly running through bounties, working on getting bounty materials, but also I've upped the difficulty to Torment 7. We're just kind of seeing how survivable we are and working through the finer points of the higher difficulties as a demon hunter. Mostly I'm trying not to die. That's really what it comes down to. It is hardcore season, of course. I say hardcore season, and as in I'm playing a hardcore seasonal demon hunter. So dying is not even something we would consider. No siree. Not even a victory at all costs. It's victory or none. And of course we're doing the Marauders set at the moment, and I'm using multi-shot because multi-shot is lovely. Look at this, it's such a fun little skill. We don't have Hell Trapper yet, that's the thing that I'm most eager to get at the moment. But we've got some pretty good things. We've got Dawn in the cube. We're currently using the Barrizo de Canyon, which is doing a huge amount of crazy damage. It's an ancient one that we've got. Yeah, slaying those champion elites, not a problem. 30 seconds, more like 1 second. Right, we're going to put that Paragon point in. We are so close to Paragon 200. It is the next big landmark for us, I suppose. Trying to alternate between our main attack and multi-shot so that we keep up the damage bonus and damage reduction, of course. And we are doing pretty well on the number of things that we're killing. I wonder how many that came out as. 217. I'll take that for the moment. Given we're not massively geared for speedy elimination, that's pretty good. And Paragon 200, of course. So that's the last of the resource cost reduction. We've got the maximum movement speed. I could start putting into hatred over here, and I think I might do that actually because there are some fun things you can do with that. Probably here we'll go for cooldown reduction next, or maybe critical hit damage. Attack speed would also be fun. Hell, they're all fun. But anyway, let's move on to the next bounty. And also, this will kind of even things out a bit because Matrix's multi-companion monk build is a little bit overpowered. So it's good that we're going to be a little bit overpowered ourselves. Let's get that Death's Breath. Oh, geez, I actually wanted that. Grab. Oh. I can't resist a little Cursed Chest event. Oh, Death's Breath as well. Well, that was worth us stopping for a second. Alright. I think we're actually like almost full of stuff, so we're gonna have to head back to town in a moment, but we'll get as far through as we can before we do that. Now, of course, every sentry that we put out increases the damage of our multi-shot by 1,200%. It's a huge increase. Let's go down and round. I think that's going to be better for us. Yeah, it's right here. Right here! That's where we're going. Pretty good, pretty good. One enemy left. Where is it hiding? Maybe even in the ground. A mighty weapon. Well, that's no use for this character. In fact, we are actually full of stuff. Let's drop that. So we can pick up a couple more of the gems at least. I am going to kill this last thing before we go on, though. There it is. It was hiding in the ground. Alright, back to town. That's the oath of something or other. I used to know it. Oathbreaker? Oathkeeper. Well, I was close. That's a good one to go with the bash thing that I found earlier today. Let's actually find out if it's in here. Do we have it? No, we don't. All right. Well, this can sit as well. I did some reorganizing earlier, just to try and make things a little bit better. Actually, yeah, let's just do that. It's not going to work the way I intended. We will drop these off, and we will head on to the next bounty, which is killing Magda. That's a fun one. Good evening, Menelaus. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Good to have you joining for the live chat. You having a fun Sunday? Yeah, kill the blues. Alright, let's actually put on some things that will allow us to kill a little bit faster. I was happy just like walking through without vengeance on, but no. No, let's do it properly. I will assign that Paragon point before we get in there, but for now, let's just get round. Okay, Paragon point going in. That's gonna... Ooh, what are we gonna put it in? We could put it in Hatred. I kind of want to start pushing main stat, whether it's Dexterity or Vitality. Hatred, in the end, isn't going to be our limiting factor, I don't think. Because we want to be switching between our Hatred Generator and Spender. So let's just start pushing Dexterity and Vitality together. Kaboom! Kaboom! Thank you very much for the offer, but the only person I play with on Diablo 3 is my brother. So I appreciate it, and by all means stick around for the journey. But power leveling kind of takes away the fun for me. I enjoy the struggle and the fight to get there. But I do understand the appeal at times. Because I don't have a huge amount of time to play, generally in fact, let's head back to town. Generally, I have a plan for one thing I want to try each season, and it's whether I can get there in the time allotted. That's the important thing. This season, I want to see if I can get a Primal Ancient, and that's my goal for the entire season, not just for like the next week or so. That's for the entire season. Let's ID this, and we will salvage up. So, Illusory Boots, I don't think I've got them already. No, I don't, so they're going to sit in here as well. Let's reorganize those like that. In fact, put that there. There we go. That doesn't look terrible. Okay, and we are heading on to the next act. Straight into Act 3. We're going for Forged in Battle. Because everyone, of course, carries around a blacksmith's anvil with them and a forge big enough to, or hot enough, to melt steel. Well, actually, not really melting steel. Forging steel is the right terminology for it. Interestingly enough, I've actually forged my own sword. I did a blacksmithing course a couple of years back. Very good fun. Took 7 days to do. If you happen to be in London, I can certainly recommend a bladesmith. Well, not just a bladesmith. He's a fully fledged blacksmith. He does all kinds of stuff, but bladesmithing is one of his passions. And his name is Owen. Naturally, it is a dangerous weapon, so it is safely tucked away in a cupboard upstairs rather than just kind of lounging around the house. But, hey, you as well. Awesome. Awesome. That's fun to hear. Right, let's get these guys done. Actually heading over to the Ironsmith himself. Oh, geez, that took a lot of health. Yeah, let's hurry through those. See, that's what I mean by us being squishy. We're at the point where everything does a lot more damage than you'd like. Right. We're also pretty close to getting another level. Massacre bonus nearly pushed us over the edge there. Let's kill these blues. That might be enough. No, not quite. Right, we are at the Ironsmith. This is where the fun starts. For varying definitions of fun, but I find this bit quite fun. There's the Paragon level. "20 seconds of standing around while our turrets do most of the work" is really what it comes down to. There we go. Let's talk to him again, and we're just going to head straight on with the next one. Let's go down here. So, over this side, we are going to go for... Attack speed is probably a good choice, but I think we're going to go with... critical hit damage. Critical hit damage is always going to be a good one for us. Hell, everything is a good one for us. It's just knowing what's going to be the most immediately beneficial one. Ew, that's gross. Right, another one murdered. This is just, yeah, blocks off corner bit. So back up we go. 20 enemies and Guyon the Gauntlet to find. That's quite good. It looks like once I'm already attacking, I can put down a turret without interrupting the attack animation. That makes the Barrizo de Canyon not quite as slow and hampered as I thought it was. Well, let's grab that misplaced pack. Yeah, because if you do it the other way, you have to really, really wait for the animations to finish. Alright. Back out of that, and let's go on to... let's start at the top. We'll do the Icy Pit first and work our way down. We are making pretty good progress at the moment. We're at 29 minutes in and about 2.5 acts worth of bounties in. We could probably do it a little bit faster if I was just going for it and not getting distracted on everything, but, you know, then it wouldn't be Diablo. Let's head on down. So everything has to die in here. Just like that. Oh, geez, no. That's the wrong button. Definitely don't want to do that. Especially not with it being so close to a cliff. I mean, that could have left me stranded as I tried to run away the wrong direction. Right, 12 mobs left to find and murder. And there we go, all done. Alright. Let's head on this way just in case there's anything in the corner. No, there isn't. So we're going to move straight on to kill Golash. As for this, we're going to go for more armor, I think. And then we'll do life later. Because reducing the amount of damage we take will increase the effectiveness of all our current healing and everything. And eventually, when our teardrop is more leveled, life will be better for the amount that we're getting, because it does it based on percentage of your life, which is fine. That went really quickly. Let's go kill Sadir. But for the moment, until we get it up to that level, armor is better for us. Same reason we did resist all right at the start. Oh jeez. That was very close. That was not nice. That was very not nice. I mean, I could have like vaulted through to the other side, but I thought I was going to be safe there. But that had me worried for a moment. Let's grab all the gold. We're just going to hurry on round and down. As for this, area damage is a decent choice. Life per hit is a decent choice. We're going to go with area damage. I've got decent life per hit as it is. Whereas area damage is going to help us kill things a lot faster. Right, grab these. And we can just head straight on down. Yeah, once we get our area damage up to crazy levels, then everything that's getting hit by multiple shots will be getting hit by multiple mini shots as well, for want of a better way of putting it. Let's grab the Frenzied Shrine. Anyone in here? I guess we're walking. We are out of discipline. That's alright. We just need to keep walking and try not to get too distracted. Yeah, the faster kill speed that we have with our Demon Hunter compared to our Barbarian means that even though we're not grinding Death's Breath, we are still effectively getting more because we're getting through more mobs. Which works. I mean, I'm totally okay with that. Right, round we go, and down once more. Ah! No! No! Definitely do not like to fire. It hadn't even hit me when it started doing damage as well. That's the bad thing. Alright, let's get the queen done quickly. Ah, she made my things vanish. Not that it really matters, but... Okay. All the bits and bobs back to town we go. That's 33 minutes so far. We will ID those boots and see what we get from them. Probably should have talked to Tyrael first, but... So those are the Shadow's Heels. And in here, we get a ring. Which is probably going to be the Avarice Band, is it? Or Pandemonium Loop, I forget which. It's the Avarice Band. Okay, well, that's fine. Again, not one that we wanted, but it's not the worst thing ever. So, in here, Shadow's Heels, we already have one, so these can go as spares right next to them. Let's actually just rearrange that ever so slightly. Avarice Band can come in here with other bits that we're going to be dropping off. And they can all go there. Right, we're going to talk to Kadala about... In fact, how many shards can we hold? We can hold 750. Let's leave it. We'll talk to her about stuff later. We'll just jump straight on with Act 4. Now, the Act 4 bounties can drop any of the other Act uniques. So we could still get the Ring of Royal Grandeur that we want. We could still get Hell Trapper from here. If not, Hell Trapper could also drop from Act 5. That portal is not far away. That is pretty good for me. Hurrying around, and in we go. This is so much easier. Not having to chase them down. Wow. Simple is as simple does. And Paragon 205. Alright. So that is going to go into Vitality. We're going to try and keep them roughly even from here on out. Let's move on to Tormented Angels. First angel to be freed is grateful. Hooray! Always good when they're thankful that you've helped them. I mean, some of them are just like, ooh, what's that? If that's Skull Grasp, then we might switch back to our Barbarian at some point. Doesn't look like... Oi! Doesn't look specifically like it, but... Alright, he's just buggering off. It's Elusive Ring. Ooh. That's one of the ones that we potentially want for this build. Not specifically for this build, but if we were to switch over to the Shadow set and go Impale, then that would be very nice. So we are definitely going to hold on to that. Let's actually have a look. What quality is it? 50 to 60. It's a 54%. It's not perfect, but... it exists, which is more than it did a moment ago. I'm not one to look a gift Elusive Ring in the mouth. Right, let's open this up. Get these guys thinned down as well. To those of you just joining on the live stream, welcome. Glad you could join me this Sunday afternoon. Assuming it's afternoon where you are. If it's not afternoon, then whatever time it is for you. Hopefully it's still Sunday. If it's Monday by now, then I'm so sorry. You've really got to go to work soon. Nothing I can do about it. Them's the rules. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. All the murder, and all the fun places. Okay, we are running through these with a quickness. Let's loot this very quickly and then we'll move on to the next one to kill. So that's going to be Killing Error. Every now and then you get stuck with things not being able to be damaged while you're on the stairs. Annoying, but as long as you're aware of it, you can move. If you don't realise that it's that's specifically happening, you can end up losing a character just by not really understanding the situation. So just as a reminder for what we've got in the cube, we have the Convention of Elements. That's ticking around quite happily. We could put the Elusive Ring in there. So after casting Shadow Power, Smokescreen or Vault, we take 54% reduced damage. That would increase our survivability massively, but it would also reduce our potential kill speed. Not hugely though. It would just be periodically we'd lose burst damage. Oh, geez, that was not the right time to do that. Right, let's put that Paragon point in now. Critical hit damage, there we go. Yeah, that's right. Right, round and down. We're going to ignore the Key Warden. We have no beef with them today. Well, I say today, at this point, we've got enough Act 4 keys that we can run back in and do the Uber Elites at some point. Cool. Bounty done. Let's just loot this and we will head straight on to the Cursed Dais. Now, it looks like my brother is playing at the moment as well, so he's back on. And we've got to stay ahead of him so that when it ticks around to Monday, we are able to hold our own. And not die. Not dying is probably the most important bit of that, but that kind of goes without saying. Okay, Paragon 207. Absolutely storming through these. What was that? That was a bow. Alright, we have got Diablo to kill. So let's put this Paragon point in while we're on our way over there. And what bow is that? Oh, that's a spiky bow. I don't think I've seen that one before. Or at least not this season. Creeder Shot. Elemental Arrow now generates hatred. That's an interesting one. I like that. I like anything that kind of changes the dynamic of your skills around. For something that should be a spender, like Chakram, being able to swap it over for a generator, just it changes the flavour of the character a bit. Now, where the hell is... the hell. Where in the high heavens is the way to the Crystal Arch? Down this way. That's where. So the last time we fought Diablo was on Torment 5. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult, but again, it shouldn't be problematic for us. Also, it was with our Barbarian, so again, not exactly direct comparison. Especially when we can just mince through his health like that. Didn't even survive 2 clones worth. Well, he's dead. Tension indeed. What's that one for? Level 72 without getting hit by Hell Spikes, Fire Nova, Lightning Breath, Torment 4 or higher. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now, give me the loot. Give me the loot. Yeah, that's alright. Death's Breath and some bits. Once in the Diabolic Horde. Some other bits. Right, back to town. Let's drop these bits off. More bits. Everything's about the bits. Get that from Tyrael. A ring! I hope that's the Ring of Raw Grandeur. It is! My god, that is awesome. It's only been a long time coming. So, I've actually got enough things that I can put that straight in the cube. So, I'm going to do that right now. I was saving it specifically for this event. So, fill. Ring of Raw Grandeur is in the cube. We now have more flexibility with our actual kit. Especially with our Barbarian. I mean, that's going to make a huge difference for our Barbarian. As for the other bits we've got, this can come along here, because that's going to get put in at some point. This is definitely going to get put in at some point. Let's actually just reorganize that ever so slightly. And if we're lucky, we will get Hell Trapper as well. Although we'll end up using Hell Trapper rather than putting it in the cube, I think. So these gems all get dropped off. Jeez, we're up to 75 million now. That's a hell of a lot. And we're going to head on to Act 5. The Cursed Shrines are calling. Yeah, block this, you bastard. portal to the archive should be somewhere around here. Really, I don't want to be spending too much time just messing around in this area. It is good experience, as we've seen with everything else, but we're fundamentally here for... There we go. For the events. Right, so Cursed Shrines. No thank you. Like, seriously, no thank you. One more to go. I see you over the back there. Trying to hide out. Oh, you're actually dead. Just you then. Okay. Bounty done. Let's grab these. Okay. In fact, let's have a look. So he's on... Wow, he's on Torment 8. Okay, so he's doing better than we are at the moment. Although we're doing better on the Paragon levels. Bit of a weird one, that. Let's go to the Perilous Cave. We could probably move up to Torment 8. If we did, I'd probably still be running Bounties at the moment, though, because Bounty materials are really what we need. And Hell Trapper. Hell Trapper is what we're waiting for. Still, we are getting good experience and good progress. It's just our legendary gems are going to be somewhat lacking. Give me Death's Breath, thank you. Yeah, eventually we'll reach the point where the... Let's use the healing potion. Where the best use of our Death's Breath is to create items so that we get more Forgotten Souls. And there's always a chance you'll be able to create a Primal Ancient, of course. So there is that. But I need to reach Greater Rift level 70 first before that even becomes a question. No. I was trying to pick up that Pool of Reflection first. It just was not giving it to me. Stabbity stabbity all the way round. Yeah, those explosions are nasty, but they're not world-ending nasty. Paragon 209. That is super fast for us compared with how it's been going for the rest of the day. Fleeting Shrine, everything dies in here. Let's go this way first. Get these. And I think we're heading up this way, yeah. Back off just a little bit. Let me clear my desk a tiny bit. Many gross explodey mobs, and they're all dying. Good. No, nothing down there. Alright, back round this way. There's got to be at least 15 left. There we go. It's just a big pack right at the end. That's all it was. Alright, let's put this into Dexterity. And we will head on to the Crystal Prison. Now, we could go and fight Malthael, but we really don't want to do that anytime unless we absolutely have to. It's just a dangerous thing to do. It's a dangerous game to play. Especially with his damn cold fog thing that spawns on you before you can actually react. I mean, that stuff is nasty. Right, we're supposed to be heading over this way. We just need to find an actual way to get to where we want to be. Well, they went pretty quickly. We're going to find out it was actually back the other way, aren't we? No, actually, it looks like we might be able to get around this way. Yeah, it's just because it's a bit isolated from everything else. This is totally fine, totally fine. Let's get all this stuff. So, weird thing there. Can't do that. Crystal Prison. And yeah. Not really that dangerous. As far as prisons go, I mean, it wasn't the best prison. All it took was jiggling a little crystal just a tiny bit, and he got loose. Let's head on to Hedmonton. And then we'll do Urziel to finish it. Another quite fun area. Not quite as fun as the Eternal Woods, but I still like it here. I think it's just because it's a bit more open and there is some character in the area, but... uh-oh. Well, he wasn't happy about that. Neither were any of these. Doesn't matter. They were just meat for the grinder. The arrow grinder, that is, apparently. Alright, maybe over this way. What do we got up here? Anything? Oh, it's the other way. Of course it's the other way. Alright. Back we go. On the plus side, I had set up sentry turrets at least, so getting back across the bridge was relatively straightforward. We're halfway through the mobs that we need to kill at least, so it's not like we've not made any progress. Just, you know, we could have been making more progress in the right direction. Okay. We are almost there. You're dead. Bounty is done. Good job. Grab this, and I think once you're dead, we can... Ooh, no, we're going to kill another thing. There we go. Now we can move on to the next bounty, and the next bounty is going to be killing Urziel. Oh, congratulations, Black Sword. That's really good to hear. I haven't seen a Rainbow Goblin yet this season. I think this is going to be the right way. In that it seems to be the only way that's sort of leading in the right direction. Paragon 212, I really should check my Paragon points before we go in and fight Urziel. Just in case. Now the question is it going to be... No, it's not this way. So back we go. Spot a murder. And Vengeance does increase all of your damage by 40%, so it's worth keeping up most of the time. But because we kill things so quickly, a lot of the time I find it's not necessary. Ooh, geez, that was a little bit painful for a second there. Let's grab these. And just very quickly, we'll put that Paragon Point into area damage. How are we doing for inventory space? We've got loads. Well, that's his first stage done. So quickly. And he's gone. Wow, that was quick. Looks like Matrix is doing pretty damn well. Running through higher rift, greater rift tier 35. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Let's head back to town. He is sort of keeping pace with us on the Paragon levels. So we're going to salvage up. We're going to make some space. And we're going to talk to Tyrael, which is going to give us this. And Helltrapper, fingers crossed, pants. Quite literally pants. That's not what we wanted. It's another Death's Bargain. Still, not having Helltrapper doesn't mean that we can't bump up the difficulty a little bit. So, let's have a look at our materials. We've got 8 of each thing. So, assuming we do the same thing we did last time, that means we can take 7 out of here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got a load of crap underneath my mouse that I need to clear off, so let's just do that quickly. Because if we up the difficulty, the last thing I want is for us to end up getting stuck without being able to move the mouse around. There we go. Much better. So we've cleared off an entire row. It's progress, it's progress. Let's put these in. Dishonored Legacy. Nope, wrong button. That's pretty amazing. Once you reach Torment 13, you end up with one full set of inventory full of legendaries. For a single run. Which is a lot of Forgotten Souls, I mean, once you get down to it. So we are going to talk to Kadala about quivers. That's what we were talking before. That's what we're going to carry on now. So we've got one we've already got. We've got another that we've already got. In fact, let's have a quick check in here. Do we have any extra? No. So we can just salvage these straight up. It's good in a way. It means that we're freeing up the Forgotten Souls. But it sucks because Kadala still hates us. Yeah, so with the bow that I found before, Elemental Arrow generating hatred and then having extra abilities, it's an interesting mix. Right. So, we are going to back on out. We're going to up the difficulty 1 level. And then we're going to run another set of bounties. Now, the last one took us 59 minutes, including logistics. Let's see how long this takes. And we're going to start in Act 1, as per normal, with the Butcher. Mobs are definitely a little bit tougher. That's not necessarily a bad thing, it just means I need to actually plan how I'm playing. We are, of course, going to be getting even more experience from this. And I do still have that wonderful Gem of Ease in... Let's leap through that. In my socketed Barrizo de Canyon. So we could swap that over and start getting better critical damage on stuff. I don't think it's necessary at the moment. We're doing a hell of a lot of damage as it is. But it is important to bear these things in mind as we progress forwards. Yeah, the increased kill speed that we end up getting from that could end up swinging things around slightly differently for us. Ooh, and running at Torment 8, there's a chance of double Death Press. So it's worth us moving up the difficulty for that reason alone. Yeah, lots of blasting. Don't have enough hatred. That can be fixed. That can be solved just by popping my companions. That's another thing that I don't do very often because at this stage I don't really need it. But when I was doing the cluster arrow, it was definitely needed. Vegetable bad, meat good. I agree entirely, mate. Let's stand over here for a second. So he's definitely got some beef behind him. Beef behind him. Because he's the butcher. Mostly that he's got a lot more health on this level, but that's fine because we can definitely take him out. Got 2 Paragon levels already. All right, let's start putting these in, and we're going to move on to the Cursed Grove. Ah, Spectrum is my favourite sword ever. You are very lucky to get that black sword. Yeah, even those have got 1.2 billion health. Still, once I start stacking things properly, like using both focus and restraint and getting all of my various sentries out, my damage goes up to the point where that amount of health doesn't really matter. But you do need to keep on top of it. You need to remember to actually pop your abilities. We have Dawn in the cube at the moment specifically for that. And whether, you know, keeping Dawn in the cube is better than swapping over for multi-shot hitting enemies twice, I don't know. I think it might be in the end. Alright, let's start opening these up. It doesn't take much to refill our hatred meter. And we are definitely getting a lot of kills in here. Alright, grand finale. What's left? Ah, just these two. 213, 181 killed before the timer expired. That was a pretty effective murder streak. We got 3 Paragon levels from that. That's insane. Alright, that goes in there, that goes in there, that goes in there. And we're going to go on to John Gorham Coffin. Killing the Graves just for the speed bonus, for what it's worth. Let's not stand directly in the middle of the exploding dude and the mortars. It seemed like a bad combination. Main event is down, so we've just got 10 or so, 5 mobs left. 2 mobs left. There we go. All sorted. Alright, let's move on to Baxtrus. So Baxtrus is just inside the manor. In the royal quarters. Royal quarters is another area that I really like. Lots of relatively weak mobs, but still enough that you can struggle with if you're not paying attention. You know, so you've got to be a little bit careful with it, but it's very satisfying killing lots of mobs, I find. You know, kind of like Dynasty Warriors style, where it's you against 50,000. Well, that was him done. Let's have a look in here while we're in the area. Well, there's some bits and bobs, but nothing actually that special this time. Back out we go. Only got a couple of mobs left to find and kill. There we go. Paragon 218. More critical hit damage. And we're going to go on to kill Venomite. Down this way. Good. Already marked. 100 enemies to kill in here shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, the place is relatively flat, so as long as we're shooting somewhere, we'll be hurting things. Right. There's only like 36 mobs left to kill, so we're going to kill them before heading back. $25 mobs to find. Ordinary, untouched. Yeah, at what point when you're writing in a book about, you know, what's going on in your head, do you ever, like, stop and think, actually, maybe this isn't that normal? Because there's got to be some point where you think, if I'd read this from someone else, I would be thinking they were an absolute nutter. Cool. Back to town we go. So, as per normal, we are going to salvage. Give us the goodies. Double shoulders. That's unexpected, but, you know, one for each side, I guess. Yeah, I mean, they're both cool, but we've also got them already, so we're going to salvage them both up. There. So 2 Forgotten Souls from that set of bounties. Let's move on to Act 2. We're definitely survivable at this level. Let's start with killing Magda, actually. Do the big one first. I think not. I think I can leave you there, and I think I will leave you there, because you tried telling me what I can and can't do. Oh, I've got plenty of hatred. Plenty of hatred. Now at this stage I haven't even finished upgrading the gems in my equipment, let alone my legendary gems. So there is a lot more oomph to come with this character. The big one, of course, being Hell Trapper is going to make a huge difference. But yeah, there's a lot of fun to come in the way of... Hang on, let me just put this down. Just optimizations we can do, if nothing else. Let's back away. And then we'll grab all of these, and then we will loot this Diabolic Horde. That goes into armor. And we're going to go straight on to the lost treasure of Kandakab. Kandakab, of course, being my third cousin. Which is why I know that the treasure is right here. We are going to have to go round, though. See, my cousin was tricksy, and it's probably locked it behind a whole bunch of vault doors. Let's grab that lever, and we'll do the one on the other side. Actually, let's... Not by magic means! By levers! How dumb are the Iron Wolves to not spot the levers? It's not a good day when, you know, people go, oh my god, it's magic, just because they can't find a lever. Now, speaking of can't find a lever, last time I went the wrong way. So this time I'm going to check this way first, just in case it's down here. Let's get the rockets in on those. Yay, more death's breaths. It's not up this way, but at least we've eliminated the short way first. Bang, bang. Let's back off just a tiny bit. Pretty much everything that stands in a corridor with me firing down at it is going to die. That's like almost guaranteed. There's the vault lever.
I am too low on discipline.
Oh, grab the marquee diamond. Yeah, so I could upgrade my gems. I could be running greater rifts to push the legendary gems themselves. There's a lot that I can do with this character. And having better discipline over the way I use my skills will certainly help. Right, let's move on to kill the Tomb Keeper. I should really start to think about which of the various challenges I want to do. Yeah, the conquests this season. Because really they're the ones that are going to be difficult, I think. Everything else will come with time, but the conquests will need proper planning. Yeah, Tomekeeper thinks he's all that, and then I put out more sentries, and he's like, oh crap. Bounty done. Alright, on to the next. The next is killing Gart the Mad. Once again, we are going through these with a quickness. Let's grab that pool of reflection. 100 enemies out here, and the Black Canyon mines. Right, well, there's 8. Not huge numbers so far, though. Oh, jeez, what the hell? Oh, sandstorm. Yeah, not cool. Not cool.
That was just a taste.
So, 19 mobs down. 81 to go. There we go. Grab all of these. Because it's all extra crafting materials. It's so nice actually having a ranged character to not have to worry about those things running away as well. Yeah, they do a fair bit of melee damage. Let's step in here. Cursed Chest is going to certainly get us through the numbers. We'll just wait until we've got all of these put down, and then we can get started. Of course, Vengeance is massively increasing our actual amount of damage that we're doing and our regen of hatred. So it's a double whammy of awesomeness. We are still taking a fair bit of damage from these though. So it's important to keep periodically refreshing our damage reduction. Of course, our healing from all the damage we're doing is pretty epic. 144 before the timer ran out. That was a good run. And we got 3 Paragon levels again from that. So those are all assigned. Tiny bit more health coming in. Alright, let's go kill Gart the Mad. No, let's run away. Don't know what hit us so hard there, that was not cool. We're just going to wait here for a moment. Better to err on the side of caution. Our little polar stations popping up to save us as much as they can. We could head back and sell our stuff, but we're so close to completing all the bounties. Not long now, 20 seconds, and then we'll be able to head back out into the field. Geez, that was a lot of damage to take in a very short space of time. I know that we don't have a huge amount of damage reduction on stuff, but we're not wearing ideal kit, really. Alright, that will do. Alright, job done. Must have just been the blues throwing grenades at us. That's the only thing I can think. So let's head on and clear the ruins. We might be able to just do it before we run out of space, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's a ruins level 2 one. We'll probably have to head in and back out again. That's fine. Yeah. Good. I think we'll step in the door and we'll head back to town very quickly. And then we will pick up here in just a moment. Okay, let's drop these off as well. Companion harvest. Ooh, I hear a goblin. Is it up this way? It is. There's a menagerous goblin and... Ooh, Lady Josephine. Alright. Well, we're not going to get Lady Josephine out right now. We will, however, at least get Lady Josephine. I wonder if that's so that you could potentially trade them. I haven't bothered checking if they're account bound or not. Wow, Matrix is up to tier 40 on Greater Rifts. That is pretty impressive. But this is what happens when you get like an army following you around, killing everything for you. So, very different style of gameplay. Okay, how are we doing? This is where we're heading. Pretty good on our general murder spree. That's how we're doing. On to level 2, and then everything dies in here. As is par for the course in places like this. Bits and bobs, nothing special though, otherwise it would have already shown up on the minimap.
I need more discipline.
Discipline, of course, being our primary limiting factor for our mobility. Everyone dead? Good. Advantage of actually having a turret over there means you can potentially fight at long range, like really long range. Does mean you can't really see what you're fighting though at that range. I'd love to be able to zoom out sometimes, but I understand why you can't. It would make things rather unfair, especially when one character class could shoot across like 4 screens and everything else is limited to its immediate area. You'd be able to very easily see where level exits and things were. Oh my god, there's one left alive. Alright, fine, we'll go find them. Where the hell are they going to be hiding? Not down there. Probably just up in the... just right over here. There we go. Back to town. That Paragon point goes into area damage. And we will talk to Tyrael and get this handed in. That's the same cloak again. Let's turn it into a Forgotten Soul before it starts disappointing me again. Right. Salvage, salvage, salvage. And we will put these in over here. Right, we're moving on to Act 3 without any time wasting. Clearing the forward barracks. Which are thankfully right here. And this is why they're called the forward barracks rather than the backward barracks. All in all, pretty good murder going on there. 9 enemies remaining. Let's find where they are. They're not going to be down that way. That's not even a door. And here we go. That's some of them, and the rest are just in here. Bounty clear. On to kill Emberwing. So we are 24 minutes into our second set of bounties, and we're doing pretty well. We've got 2 and a bit acts done so far. $30 mobs down. Let's see if we can keep this up. And our massively rapid Paragon leveling. Yeah, I do find it funny that part of our actual kill speed is based on the fact that we're leveling really quickly. If I was to swap the gem over in my weapon to an emerald. We'd probably kill things a little bit faster, but I don't think we would actually level any faster at this stage. It's a fine balance, I find. Right, 116 mobs down. I will put that paragon point in soon, don't worry. Just 5 left to kill. 4 left to kill. And that's it. Alright. Let's head on to the Crazy Climber. I could almost walk there, actually, from where I am. Let's put this point into dexterity. Of course, there's all the monsters in between us and the top of the tower. There isn't actually that many, but there we go. Buzzsaw, eater of man flesh. Mission done. Right, let's go for killing Garen, and then we will come back for the boss fight. So Garen will be down in the main ruins of Sescheron. There's normally some good killing to be done in here. Ooh, Fleeting Shrine as well. Apparently one of the fun leveling techniques is to come here and let the swinging blades kill the mobs when you're massively under-leveled. Sounds a little bit dangerous to me. I'm not sure if I'd be okay with that on a hardcore character, but it could, in theory, save you a hell of a lot of time. Right. Garen, Garen, where art thou? Every time we got to be shouting vengeance. It's not always vengeance. Sometimes it's just downright murder. And I'm okay with that, but you know, call a spade a spade. Wait, it's actually background this way, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. I know where I'm going. I pay attention to the map.
That was just a taste.
Well, seeing as we're here, we could do this anyway. I mean, it's no hardship. If we're going to kill the barbarians, we may as well kill these guys too. There we go. Ticking all the boxes. Now we can take on Garen with a clear conscience. We are an equal opportunity murderer.
Survive that.
Right, let's kill this group behind us first. There we go. Bang. I hit a lot harder. Okay, so we've got one more to do, which is killing Sadir. We've got a hell of a lot of space left. Let's put these Paragon points in, and we will head down and round. Without standing directly in the middle of everything, of course. Whoa! That was the wrong direction to jump for a second. In fact, you know what? I'm going to head back to town very quickly just to clear out my inventory and also potentially get this sorted. It won't take long. But better to use the time for something useful. So we'll repair our equipment and we will also drop these off over here. 28 seconds. Won't be too long. "76 death's breaths." Yeah, we could make some more interesting, fun things. That's probably enough. Let's head back in. Just not taking any risks with these, because I know how painful the flame bursts can be. Wow, that actually took a fair bit of damage to kill them. I think partly we were shooting into the stairs rather than directly at them, but still it was noticeable. And it wasn't just because I didn't have Vengeance on either. Alright, down and round we go. So still got further to go down and round, but we are much, much closer. Cormac's just getting slightly roasted there and just enjoying every moment of it. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is how I get my tans." Yeah, crazy guy that he is. Oh yes. Mass murder by the screen load. Let's grab these and head on further. Only got a short distance to go. There's probably not actually that many mobs left. Oh, but there is some blues. Good. Ah, just caught the end of it. Barely tickled me. Into the heart of Cursed we go. Put that Paragon point in before we get in there. A little bit more vitality. Every single time she gets rid of my things. Gets rid of my toys, that's what she does. It doesn't help though. Every single time she dies. Horribly, horribly. Still, with the amount of arrows that I was putting out there, I think anything would die. Let's head back to town and we will get this bounty reward turned in. Okay. Amulet. That's going to be Overwhelming Desire again. How does it compare? It compares worse because, of course, the the thing that we have is actually suited for, yeah. Well, that being said, no, we will just leave this chucked. Don't actually care about Overwhelming Desire at all. I'm sure I will get another. In the meantime, let's move on to Act 4. Now, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Act 4 bounties can have any of the other acts' legendary So bounty specific legendaries in them. So we could get Helltrapper here. It's not particularly likely, but it could happen. Not good fighting uphill when you're a ranged character like this. Just gonna say, I mean, as far as plans go, there are better plans. Fighting on level terrain is a good one. Fighting where you're higher than them, even better. Right, everything's got to die in here, so we can't leave any stragglers. Not that it's that big a place to have any stragglers. I mean, pretty much everything's going to die just by us moving through the area, but it's worth saying it from the start. There we go. Everything is dead. Oh, geez, that... I'm assuming that that was that. I did not see it. Let's put that Paragon point in. Critical hit damage, and we will go on to the Cursed Shrines. And the murder begins. All the preparation, putting down all the sentries, and then the murder begins. Let's just get all these done. Woo! Let's kill some of these down a bit first, and then we'll do this and get on out. Yeah, getting trapped like that was not fun. Certainly not something I want to repeat. Let's not get hit by anything just while we kill the remaining enemies. Okay. Just a little bit dangerous. Tiny bit. I mean, once you've triggered it once, you just can't take any risks. I would have rather failed the bounty entirely than die. Let's move on to Watch Your Step. That's a pretty fun one. Right, now with Watch Your Step, the Holy Sanctum can be anywhere, so we'll check this way first. Because the one time you don't check this way is the one time it actually ends up being down in this area. Ooh. A belt for me? Not that I really care about belts, but let's have a look. It's Krelm's. Well, the only thing I'll say about Krelm's is it's better than Blackthorn's, but it's still not amazing. Hi Spirit, yes, I've bumped the difficulty up to Torment 8, and we're sort of surviving okay. It feels a little bit dangerous, let's say that, but I'm doing bounty runs on this level, and we seem to be doing alright. Although I really should be paying more attention to actually using my skills. Oh, I can hear a goblin. Let's grab all the goodies. You angels just going to stand around, or are you actually going to do some work? Yeah, the monsters have got a lot more health. That's the biggest thing. I'm getting a lot more Paragon levels, though. We're shooting up. We're up to 230 already. So yeah, that's 30 in the last hour. About? No, hour and a half. Because we've done 2 sets of bounties and we were just shy of 200 when we started. Alright, let's get into the Holy Sanctum. We found the Ring of Royal Grandeur that I wanted, which is pretty damn good. So our Barbarian character can be a little bit better if we switch back to them at some point. Oh, I nearly made it all the way through. Not quite. Oh, Jesus. Landed right on my face. Alright, let's be a little bit careful. And we'll just wait for a couple of moments while that ticks round. We are quite squishy, so we do need to be careful. Won't be long though. It's just about planning your engagements. How long have we got left? 23 seconds. I fully expect to do this a lot, by the way. Come on, give me another advance. Any one of these will do. I'll take this one. In a pinch, I'll take that one. Whoa, that one nearly landed on us. Alright, there's all the extra ones. Fill the screen with pain. And loot the room. Okay, we are moving on to Kill Torchlighter. No, I'm going to back the hell out of that. Because that's a nasty area to be in the middle of. Everything dead? Good. Yeah, when I get charged back into potentially falling death, I just don't like it. Yeah, things I like. Coffee, ice cream, kisses from sexy ladies. Falling death, not so much. It's just not on there. And yeah, the idea is to kill them before they kill me. So crazy amounts of damage, just not a huge amount of survivability. And hope that that kind of balances out. There's some set gloves for us. Let's go have a gander. Alright, in fact, we will go on to kill Diablo. We'll put these points in and we'll idea as we get there. That's not the current ones I've got. Fiendish Grips. Generators generate 2 additional hatred and 1 discipline. Ah! 40% increased damage for every point of discipline you have. Now, this is the other one that I was told about for multi-shot. Potentially running at just full discipline and doing a ton of damage with multi-shot that way. It's a different way to play. It would mean not having the sentries out necessarily. But it certainly sounds like it could be quite fun. I heard you, Gilded Baron. And he takes a lot of damage from all that. Let's get those death breaths and move on. We want to get to Diablo quickish. Man, that was pretty quick, actually. So this is going to be the first time we've faced Diablo at Torment 8. Last time we faced him was at Torment 7, and that went pretty well. We weren't really in any danger, so it's just about whether he's going to potentially one-shot us. Yeah, we do have a lot of stuff, but that's fine. Well, that's his first bit done. Bang! No! This light must be eradicated! That's what you say, isn't it, Diablo? Here, let's put one of my turrets right up next to you so you can see how awesome it is. $905 million crit I saw in the middle of that. There's a lot of damage to be done here. Alright, well, we'll get the double death breaths. And grab what of these we can, and we'll head back. So, salvaging first. Now, seeing as those bits were right there, we'll pop back and grab them. There we go. Because otherwise they're just going to go to waste. Grab this off Tyrael, and what's in the magic box? A ring! Well, it could be any ring. It's probably the Ring of Royal Grandeur, which we've already got one of. Good to have a spare. Ah, it's the Pandemonium Loop. Well, we've already put that in the cube, so let's just get rid of that right there. As for these, Krelms, you can go there. Fiendish Grips can, I guess, go there. Because they're part of the Unhallowed Essence. Definitely need more space. Definitely need more space. And we'll put those in. Right, we need to move on to Act 5 with a quickness. Let's go for Leap of Faith. Now there'll be a chest, a cursed chest style thing, and as we approach it, the event will trigger. So that's what we're really looking for at the moment. Not over here. There is good mobs to kill, of course, but not what we wanted. Let's grab that book while we're in the area. Always good to get your reading on. Right, we'll just jump right through that. And that one. So we've got to go down and round, I guess? Ooh, a unique belt. Maybe not. I think we may have taken a wrong turning. It's okay. We can, yeah, we can head back and round that way. Even knowing the general map structures, you can still end up taking a wrong turn. It's an actual labyrinth at times. Oh, God, no. Ooh, that was a little bit dangerous. Let's leap through it. Just trying to pick up the book. That's all I wanted. More books. And the ambush. Bits of stabbing, bits of stabbing. Ooh, a unique ring. I hope that's Skull Grasp. Skull Grasp will allow us to do the same with our Barbarian as we're doing here at the moment. Let's put that point into Vitality this time. So, Omrin's Chain. Drop caltrops when using Vault. Interesting. And Arcstone, which is a bit poo, really. No, really, it's a bit poo. Still, we can always salvage it up. Dropping caltrops when using Vault is nice, but I don't see us ever using it. There are better belts out there. Let's stand slightly out of the way. We'll just thin these guys down a bit. There we go. Grab that Death's Breath, and we can move on. Now, is it up this way? I think it is. Large expanse of water. Poisonous liquid on the ground. Sounds like a good place to go adventuring. That's apparently what we say when we get up in the mornings. Alright, we've got to make it through to level 2, of course. Everything else that we do on top of that is a bonus. But we can do crazy, crazy damage to all these things as we're passing through. Ooh, jeez, and they do a lot of explosion damage when they go off. Right. So, level 2, everything dies in here. We'll grab what we can from here first. Let's put that Paragon Point in. That's going to go in critical hit damage. Will you not? Well, I guess we'll wait until we've got more charges then, but I'm rather disappointed. It's not I cannot do that, it's I will not do that. That's the thing that really irked me. It's like, why? Surely I should be deciding if I'm going to be doing that or not. Cool. Another Death's Breath. And we are down to the last couple of mobs. There they are. Alright, let's head straight on to kill Vekmaru. And then after this, we'll probably run some Rifts and Greater Rifts and work on our Legendary Gems. Bang! We're already up to 100 odd mobs killed. Ruins of Corvus is great for just getting up your kill numbers. It really is. That Enraged Phantasm looked like he was having a bad day. Like he was a little bit hungover and was just trying to get up out of bed. It was like, I'll deal with you in a moment! Why do you have to be so loud? Okay. Now, Vekmaru is over there. So let's head back, see if we can get in and round. The real question is going to be, is this area open to us? I think it probably will be. Stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Alright. So we've got more bounties to deal with. Let's go to... Yeah, let's kill Urziel. Stabbity, stabbity. Well, I suppose we could stop and do this. It's not exactly what I was planning on doing, but it doesn't hurt, and it's a bit of extra experience. Bang! Clorgain is down. Alright, on to Urziel. Back to our regularly scheduled Demon Massacre. Paragon 236. That means in one day we've gained like 100 Paragon levels, I reckon. Certainly it feels like it. Let's just head straight in and deal with this fool. We'll put that point into area damage. Right, that's his first stage done. Let's just keep putting as many turrets down as we can, and we'll try and get him cleared out very quickly. Gone. Ugh. Yeah, we actually like tore his arm off. Nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Right, portal to the killing grounds is just down there, so we can probably hurry along to it. But let's kill a couple of things on the way as well. Oh, actually, it's not far at all. Black King's Legacy, another fun bounty. Guaranteed blues that you're going to get to fight in fixed structures, so it can be pretty good for you. Bang! And then the next ones. There we go. And we get to head back. Oh, we're completely full. Alright, well, let's head back to town and we will sort that out. Now, I received a message just a moment ago, so I'm just going to have a look at what that was. Okay, nothing I need to deal with right now, so we'll accept that. Let's clear some space. And let's see if we get Hell Trapper. Fingers crossed, everyone. Two-handed mace. Soul Smasher, not Hell Trapper. Well, there will always be other bounties and other attempts, so I can't exactly be saddened by that. Let's work out what we're going to put in the cube. So, we have 9 of each. We can put 8 things in this time. I think 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's an ancient Hell Trapper as well, and it's a strength. Sorry, an ancient Soul Smasher, and this is a strength-based one as well. That's pretty awesome. But we're going to salvage it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just get those 8 in the cube. There we go. That's up to the Guardian level. Cool. So we should have 1 of each type left for the next item that we get that we desperately need to cube, which is a good place to be. Let's put these gems down, and then I think it's time for us to start exploring rifts. Before we do that, we're just going to talk to Kadala about quivers. Wow, that was disappointing to say the least. Salvage, salvage. And let's get some Greater Rift Keystones. That's really not bad though. 1 full hour for a set of bounties at Torment 8. And we're already off to a good start in this place. Now, because Hell Trapper is exclusive to the Act bonuses, the only place we can get it is by doing bounties, so we will have to run more bounties at some point in the future. We might do that as part of Monday Night Gaming, or we might just do it as another stream at some point in the future. But I do want to work on my Legendary Gems a little bit today, so we're going to do that for a bit now. I might do another bounty run later, actually. It does only take an hour at this level, and we get 8 of the crafting reagents, so it's not a bad use of time. Let's back out of that. Make sure that we're doing sufficient murder. Woo! We didn't trigger our death, but that was pretty nasty. I didn't see what it was, but it must have been like Frozens or something on the ground. Oh, it could have been those, actually. Just a lot of fireballs coming flying in unexpectedly. Yes, as much as everything else is standing in a line and we're murdering through it, when they're standing on a line, they all shoot in a line as well, so all their projectiles hit us in short succession. Quick succession, I should say. Thought we'd run out of monsters for a moment there. Paragon 238. And some unique boots. Alright, let's have a gander at what those are. Iron Toe Mud Spitters. Oh no, Firewalkers. The other ones that look like that. Well, I say look like that. I mean, when the big question marks over the top, it's kind of hard to see. That's my excuse anyway. It's not that I'm completely blind. Firewalkers are alright though. We're not going to use them, but they can be very useful at times. Certainly early on I like them. 400% damage is nothing to be sniffed at when you're starting out. Right, let's grab all these bits. Oh geez, that explosion was right on our face. I should have paid a lot more attention to that. Not to worry, we're doing okay still. And when I say that, I mean we haven't triggered a death, so... The difficulty is we're filling the screen with so much clutter, I can't actually see when things are exploding, and with it being a little bit foggy in here. It's very easy to miss. There we go. Good progress on all that. Pretty much everything in here explodes to some level, so I should just be cautious of it all. Yeah, kill stuff, move on, kill stuff, move on. Right, let's get those. Grab that. And into the next area. I was honestly expecting more mobs out here. Feels rather sparse. God, knock back. Let's get back in the thick of it. There we go. Got him cut down quite nicely. And it's nearly Rift Guardian time. At which point we can blow this joint. While we've got that absorb shield, let's just face tank it all. 2 Greater Rift Keystones. Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. And a big kind of expiring, dirty, smelly corpse. Right, Paragon Point goes into armor. Swiftly rifting. And a rift in time. Let's ID this, and we can just start salvaging everything else up in the meantime. So, Thunder Fury, we've already got one in, so that can go. These boots can sit there. That's the Iron Toe ones. They look semi-similar. You haven't missed anything, Black Sword. I am currently running regular rifts and greater rifts at Torment 8. So, pretty beefy. I mean, it's a big jump up from where we were. I mean, this is like greater rift level 35 now. Equivalent. And of course, it's all about potentially dying, but not quite. That's how I play. You have made a good point, though. As it is getting on towards 6 o'clock, I will probably stop in a bit. Maybe after the next rift. Oh, no, let's back off. That was alright. Totally fine. Everything's fine, people. No cause for alarm here. Right, if we're not going that way, that means we're heading down this way. It's a different way of playing with a channeling pylon for this character, but it sort of works. And you're still basically spamming your keys all the time. You're just spamming them in a slightly different fashion. Yeah, all the murder, all the point-blank multi-shotting. Now, multi-shot doesn't do more damage if you get right up close to it, which is a bit of a shame. Instead, it does it in like a cone area, so everything in the cone takes the damage from it. Alright, on to level 2. Let's not mess around. Still got shield pylons, so may as well make reasonable progress forwards. There we go, Paragon 240. Monstering. Monstering on. Now, can we get to the Rift Guardian before we run out of Power Pylon? Probably not, unless we find a decent group. Like, oh, this group would work. Ah, downstairs. Why downstairs? All right, fine. We'll go downstairs. There we go. That's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Okay, so let's have a look at our gems first of all. We want to upgrade Miranai. We'll do that 5. I started at T5 today. Well, T5 with the Barbarian, then switched across to T5 with the Demon Hunter, and then I've moved up to T8. So yeah, it's a pretty good progress today, I'd say. Okay, that's there. Oop. Doing the funky chicken right there in the background. So, Syndicote, Gold Wrap, and Rogar's Huge Stone. Let's have a look. Do we have any of them? We've got Syndicote already. We've got Gold Wrap and Rogar's Huge Stone, so they can all be salvaged up. Bang, bang, bang. Back in we go for another Greater Rift. Is that count as unleashing my power? I think it does. It felt like I was unleashing my power. Now, where is that other dude? He's got to be around here somewhere. Ah, there he is. Oh, let me through. God damn. Damn wallers. Slowing down my rift progress. Yeah, we are definitely feeling quite comfortable at this level. It is dangerous at times, but at the same time, I'm feeling pretty okay with it. Yeah, it's manageable. Once we start getting better equipment, and specifically targeted equipment for plus to health and plus to resist, and oh geez, that was nasty. Let's go carefully, kill everything. Now we need to progress carefully because we can't really stop. But I'm definitely going to be popping all of my extra damage reduction things as we go. There we go. And I have my leap ready to go. Well, my vault ready to go. Let's put that Paragon point in quickly. Critical hit damage. I've got 17 seconds. I can wait 17 seconds. Or some of them at least. I'll give it just a little bit longer just to be safe, and here we go. Because they have made it so that it's a little bit safer in a new area. You're not as likely to instantly die as soon as you move in. And the shield pylon makes it a bit safer. Don't worry, it's just how I play. I'm not gonna die. Remember my promise earlier? I said I will never die. Right now. Besides, I like to add a little bit of drama to the gameplay. And what's death if nothing but drama? Definitely still getting stuck on corners and stuff, but I think that's just Diablo 3 in itself. Nothing weird that's going on with my connection. Since they patched, things have been massively improved. Speed pylon, yes please. Let's get right into the middle of them. Wham! Giant strikes. Yeah, so for this character, the difficulty is not going to be in killing things fast enough. It's going to be surviving them. And that's where the slowdown occurs. Very much a glass cannon. But I do have the elusive ring now, so I could put that in the cube, and then vaulting will help me stay alive as well. We'll lose a little bit on the convention of elements, but I think that would probably be worth it for the extra damage reduction. Alright, Rift Guardian, where have you spawned? Down here. Rift Guardian is gone, so gone. Gloves, cloak, ring, and a helmet. Oh my god, that was disgusting. So, we could put another 5 into here, and I think that's going to be worth it, just to get it ticked off. One more. And there's our first Slayer one that we've... Well, no, second Slayer one. We did another one earlier. Let's have a quick check of what we've got. So we need to complete a set dungeon. We need to do the Siegebreaker Beast at Torment 7. We need to kill Azmodan at Torment 7. So, yeah, the set dungeon's probably the only one that's going to take us any time. Those are indeed the Shadow Gloves. Well, that's going to go with the rest of the Shadow set that I've got. So, down here. Ancient Shadows Gloves. Oh, I say. That's very lovely. Natalia's Embrace. Well, we've got 2 others. I can go over there. Restraint is slightly worse than our current Restraint. But we could re-roll that life per hit into critical hit damage. We'd lose the recovery, though. But it will end up being better for us. Let's try it. So that life per hit, that could become extra damage, extra vitality, blah, 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 blah. Probably extra vitality is going to be better for us. Can we get it up any higher? No, we'll just keep it at that. We'll just keep it at that. I'm thinking that I'll probably end up doing the Marauders set dungeon. Just because I've already got the Marauders set. So it does kind of make a bit of sense to do that. Let's actually swap this over. So we're going to lose a little bit of our kill speed, but that's not really that much of an issue at the moment. And we've got a spare restraint for re-rolling later if we get round to that. Do I actually have one in here? I do, so we can just actually salvage this one up. Salvage, salvage, salvage. We're going to put that Paragon Point in there, and that will do quite nicely. Right, we are going to talk to Kadala about quivers, and then I think we're going to finish off for the day. That's not the one that we wanted. Nope, still don't have any of them. Not a problem though, it's been a good solid run and not bad for doing mostly bounties. I'm going to take a break there. I'm going to go and get a bite to eat, take a bit of a break, and I will probably be back a little bit later for more streaming. So I do hope you can join me then. If you have liked this stream, do remember to hit the big thumbs up button just to show your appreciation. For those of you who are watching after the fact, if you've got any questions, ask me a comment, and if you want to know when I'm going to be streaming next, hit the big subscribe button. You'll be notified when my videos go live and also when I'm due to start live streaming, especially if you hit the little bell icon for notifications. Anyway, I will see you a little bit later. Thank you so much for stopping in, and yeah, join me for more Diablo 3. I'll see you soon.